Hi everyone, welcome back to Peaceful Oracle. This is your weekly reading for October 25th to October 31st. I wanted to take a moment to apologize for my video last week. I tried this new thing where I tried to record each sign in separate videos, and something kind of happened with the when we were editing the video, so it just didn't translate out, and the only video that I could salvage was the general messages, so I just put that out, but I just wanted to apologize for that. I guess I shouldn't have tried something new during retrograde, so that's my fault. So I'm just going to go back to the way I usually do this, where I pick a tarot card and some oracle cards for each sign after I do the general weeklies into one video. That seems to be working out the best for me, so back to normal. So I wanted to apologize for that, for anyone who was disappointed or felt like, I forgot or something like that. So I didn't forget. I did my best to try to actually improve it, and it didn't really work out. So just going back to how I'm normally going to do that, I am so grateful for all of you who subscribe, who view the videos and like and share and all that wonderful stuff. I'm so grateful for all your support and loyalty. So I just wanted to make sure I put that out there. Okay, so going into this week, so as we're wrapping up the end of October, I hope that you survived retrograde. It was very intense, at least it was for me. I'm not sure how, I think some people were okay with it, and then I've heard from others that it was really intense. So, but I do think that retrograde brought with it so much clarity. And then we had the full moon as well, just a couple days ago. So it's a lot of truths coming out, a lot of clarity, almost like just crystal clear clarity. And so I think that as we're wrapping up this month, going into November, it's going to be very important to start to tune into your intuition, because intuition is going to be heightened for a lot of us. And it's going to be, what it feels like is October kind of cleared out a lot of energy. So when we go into November and even in December, we have a better idea of what kind of choices we need to make going forward. So I feel like choices is going to be a theme for the month of November. And it almost kind of feels like a lot of us know, like it's almost like if you're at a crossroads or you're being asked to make a choice between one thing or the other, that October kind of cleared that up for you. It kind of helped you to see the reality of a situation or reality of people in your life, or the reality of a dynamic. Maybe I'm hearing the word denial. So I feel like the veil of denial might have been lifted for a lot of us. So I think that going into November, it's kind of like, you know what you have to do. And it's almost just about kind of building up that strength, that inner strength to make a empowering choice for ourselves going forward. Where are we going to be putting our energy where it's going to be wasted? And where do we need to just say, I'm kind of going to throw the towel in for this because it's not going anywhere, and you've been kind of really trying at something and it's not moving forward, versus something new and fresher and better coming in for you. So what I would say is to kind of start to wrap your mind around, or just kind of prep your energy for that, like if there is a decision that we kind of have to make and we have to tell it to someone or announce it or something like that, kind of like start to prepare yourself inside before it has to happen, or before you have to kind of do that difficult thing or make that courageous choice. Because then, by the time it comes around, you're kind of like, you've worked through the anxiety, the fear, all the things that you kind of need to work through and sort through. So that's what I'm kind of feeling for November, is to really tune into your energy, I'm also hearing, don't get distracted. Don't get pulled into situations, because I'm kind of seeing that other people might come in trying to convince you to do it their way, or trying to get you to see it their way. And so that's why it's just so important to really tune into your truth, to tune into your intuition, because I feel like you have that clarity of what you know to be true. And so at the end of the day, only you can make the right choice for your life and what you want for it and what you want life to look like for you. So that's going to be an important thing to keep in mind going into this month. So that's trust is also a really good, is a word that keeps coming up for me, is to trust in yourself, trust in the process, trust in the divine. But November has more of a magical feel to it, actually. It's not intense. I felt like October was intense. Like the energy is intense for October. But for November, I'm feeling like as we're going into this, this next week, as we're closing up this month and going into November, it's almost like we're kind of starting to move into this the energy feels kind of dreamy, kind of magical, and very manifesty. So it has like this air of just things being created, a lot of creativity coming out, and so that's going to be exciting. And also, we're moving into Scorpio season, so that's going to be really exciting as well, because I always feel like Scorpio season has that energy to it. It has this like mysterious, magical, manifesty energy to it. So I'm excited for it. I love it. Okay, so let's go into this week. Let's pick out some cards for the week of October 25th to October 31st here. So they're also reminding me, I'm sorry, I forgot to mention this as well. There's a lot of angelic protection for the month of November. I'm sure the angels just wanted me to acknowledge them here. So they're here, and their energy is really strong for the month of November. They're there. And what they wanted me to pass on was that the month of November, there's something about something being created. And so whether that's being created in a relationship, in love, in career, in business, or whatever it is, there's like this undertone of destiny to it, something that's meant to be. And so what I'm hearing is don't be afraid of how something will work out, when it'll work out, and what you need to do in order for it to work out. Because what I'm hearing is that if there is something that's meant to happen for you, that there is this divine protection around it. So there's no need for us to control how things are going to turn out, that you're doing everything perfectly, that you are enough, and you're not missing anything. And that if there is some things that you need to do or to figure out, or and I'm hearing that that's why it's important to tune into your intuition, because your intuition will tell you where you need to go next, or what you need to figure out next, or what you need to focus on next. So as long as you kind of follow that path, like one step at a time, like put one foot in front of the other, and just trust that the road is going to appear in front of you, like the path is going to start showing up in front of you. That there's something being protected or guided. There's something being, like I'm seeing the angels placing like a cloak or a veil of protection around something that you're creating, or something that's just really meant for you. There's a lot of divine guidance and divine timing to November. So maybe there's some kind of really cool miracle type stuff that might start kind of showing up in these next 2 months, is what I'm hearing. And then as we go into Oh my goodness. All right. So trust. Beautiful. What I meant to say was 2022. As we're going into 2022, life is just going to look really different. And it's just going to be, it's going to feel like a whole new reality. It's going to kind of feel like I never really thought I'd ever be here, or what am I doing here? How did I get here? So maybe kind of that kind of thing. So, just get ready for lots of changes. And I think that that's why it's so important to just trust the path, trust what's being laid out in front of you. And again, so you can kind of see that as we're kind of forming and transforming into something new, that we're being protected. That's what I kind of feel like with these. I believe this is a duck, but this looks like a goose. I don't know, maybe they're both ducks. And it's kind of like there's something being protected. There's some kind of beautiful creation that's being protected here. Very resilience. Yeah. So with the resilience card, I did get a little bit of anxiety when I put this card down. So I feel like there's just going to be some outer interferences that are going to be irritating for you, is what I'm hearing. So we may kind of meet up against some resistance of the changes that we are taking. Not everyone's going to agree with the decisions that we're making. So again, that's why it's so important to stay true to yourself, because at the end of the day, only you can do what's right for you. Because it's really important, because what I'm seeing is like, there could be some things where there's people who, let's say, for example, you want to like change a job, And there's just one job where you've done it for a very long time, and that's what you've done, and that's what everyone expects of you, and no one wants you to really leave. But the thing is that there's nothing left there for you. Like, you know that this thing has run its course, and if you stay, that it's just going to cause a lot of stagnancy, and it's going to drain your energy. But then there's this new path where you know that you want to move that in that direction, and that's where you want to go. But there may be a lot of people who don't want you to do that. A lot of people who don't want you to grow without them. People who don't want to feel left behind. People who don't want to see you better off than them or happier than them, or do the thing that they secretly wish that they could do, you know, that kind of thing. So just stay true to yourself. There's some resilience here in the sense that I'm also hearing the word patience. There's something here about like willpower and pulling through and pushing through. But you can do this. You have the resilience for the projects that you're undertaking, is what I'm seeing. So you can do this. Just believe in yourself. That's going to be very important, to believe in yourself and have faith in yourself. So that connection, that relationship that you have with yourself this month is going to be really important. It's going to play a big role into how we deal with certain situations that come up. Oh my gosh, beautiful protection. Yeah, so very, very guided and protected here. So again, see, we have, oh my goodness. Okay. So what I heard here for protection is, okay, I'm going to put this one down too. Acceptance. Because it goes, I really feel like this goes with what I heard for the protection card. So for some of you, you may be moving, is what I heard. Or there may be an offer that comes in to move someplace, and you're moving because you are being protected. You're being taken out. It's almost like spirit is sending like a guardian angel, or some kind of offer or some kind of opportunity. Something will come towards you. And it's like a saving grace, you know, it's this thing that will come in and almost kind of like rescue you from the situation. So be open for that. Be prepared for that. Also making like sudden choices or sudden moves, something that will kind of may catch people off guard, may catch you off guard. But I'm hearing like, take the offer. You know, take that hand that spirit is sending to you to take you out of a toxic situation, is what I'm hearing. So you are definitely 100% protected, because we have this. And I love how she's just in this, she's, you know, it's like she's still kind of growing into this new version of herself. And so as she's kind of going through this really intense, significant process, she is being protected and guided, and maybe even taken out of very toxic situations so she can really thrive and become who she's meant to become. So that's going to be something that kind of plays out this week as well. So maybe some of you maybe end up getting an offer, or, you know, but time is, you know, it's not really time. It's not going to be this week. I mean, for some of you, maybe this week, but just know that that energy is coming towards you. So it's like that energy is building up, where for some of you, if you're manifesting this, keep going with it. Like, you're doing the right things. It's working, right? So keep manifesting. So there is something about an offer here that will take you out of a certain situation that you feel kind of stuck in. And it will kind of be this, like this help, this aid that's coming to you. So take the offer, take the risk, you know, take the chance, take the risk. Make sure you know, check any paperwork or any kind of details like that. But I'm getting a good energy from that. I'm feeling like that's going to be really, that's going to be a really good opportunity for you. Okay, I'm also hearing ask for help. And I'm seeing kind of like a motherly, there's like this motherly figure that I'm seeing. So maybe some of you may be kind of turning to your mothers for support, like for maybe some comfort, some guidance, some support, someone to lean on is what I'm seeing. So if some of you are going through something kind of difficult, then leaning on like a support system or having people there to hold space for you is going to be really important. There's something here about motherly guidance is what I'm hearing. And so that's going to really help you to stay grounded is what I'm hearing, is to stay grounded, stay focused on your self-care is also what I'm hearing. Make sure you take care of yourself, because what I'm hearing is for the long haul. So if it's like if some of you are going through changes that you know that this is going to kind of take a while to develop. Even if it's opportunities or things that happen suddenly, it's still a process. You know, things kind of transpire over long periods of time, sometimes when there are big moves and changes. So what I'm hearing is your self-care and that practice that you do for yourself is going to be very important, because it's going to give you the energy to be able to handle the things that come towards you on a day-to-day basis. So that's going to be really important as you're going forward. Okay, so I think that those are all the messages that I'm picking up on for this week. I feel like there's some really big, there might be something illuminating here. There may be something that's really coming into focus for you. Maybe some more truths are starting to come out. You're going to be able to sense things even deeper and stronger. Things are going to become more and more clear. I feel like that decision, those choices that you have to make, it's not going to be so much of a decision anymore. It's almost like you're 99% sure of which way you want to go. And so maybe this coming week, it's kind of like, all right, definitely this way. So, there's like some massive shift that you're going through this week. So, and I'm getting kind of, some of you may experience an awakening, like an energy rising, Kundalini rising even. So just kind of be patient with yourself as you're going through maybe some of those physical changes, because sometimes those energy shifts or upgrades can be a little bit physically uncomfortable. You may find that your appetite is wonky, or your sleep is wonky, or energy levels are up and down. So just kind of be patient with yourself, because you're just feeling all of the changes that are happening right now, and you're going through a shedding process is what I'm hearing. So, okay. So I want to go into each of the signs now as we move into this next week for October 25th to the 31st. So I'm going to start off with Capricorn here. What do we have coming up for Capricorn the week of 25th to October 31st? I'm seeing past experiences, so maybe there may be some reflecting on the past. The Lovers, okay. Something about relationships here. Insignificant relationships, partnerships. October 25th to the 31st for Capricorn. Magician, and the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so trying to create, so some of you may be trying to you're trying to like manifest or build something from within. It's like you're trying to, maybe some of you are like working on a relationship. You're trying to like create a change within a relationship or some kind of partnership here. For others of you, if you're not concerned about relationships necessarily, you do have the Lovers card here, but this could also be, a relationship with yourself, or a relationship like a business partnership that's significant, something like that. But in a more general sense, however, it does feel like there's something that you're trying to manifest, something that you're trying to cultivate. So Knight of Pentacles is a card of, cultivating, like tilling the land and trying to make something, trying to create something, create like this long-term in the future. Like, what am I trying to, it's a week of manifestation. There's some like wishes that you're putting out, ideas that you have in your mind that you need to kind of ground into reality here. Okay, so let me pick out some clarifying cards here. Let's go into the Hermit. Okay, so, I think maybe for some of you, relationships are a little bit slow. It kind of feels like there's a lot of thinking, there's like a lot of, I'm getting this sense that there's something like on pause or on hold, like there's not much happening there. It's almost kind of become stagnant. Something has become, I'm also seeing parting ships. It's almost like two ships are parting ways is what it kind of feels like. Like two things going their separate ways. So maybe some of you are dealing with some kind of split or separation. And there's something here about kind of going into more of like this hermit mode, like going within, kind of trying to find yourself. And it could have been a catalyst, could have been like a significant relationship. So if you're married, maybe some of you are going through a separation, a divorce, something like that. Or some of you are just kind of like, not really connecting that much because there's some kind of, inner work that needs to be done within the relationship. But yeah, so there's kind of like this pause or hold within a relationship there. It's a Magician. King of Cups. So with the Magician and the King of Cups, what I'm seeing is that some of you may be trying to, it's like you're trying to access something deeper within yourself to create a new reality for yourself, is what I'm seeing. You may find that this week there you have some insights into something emotionally deeper. You may kind of have a little bit of insight into yourself, or almost like getting in touch with like a truth that you've never seen before. So maybe this week will be a week for that, something being illuminated, or something that you're going to see clearly, like your vision will clear this week. There's something here about, and I'm seeing that pretty strongly, something about seeing a situation or something very clearly. A Knight of Pentacles, I'm hearing the word new beginnings. So maybe some of you are like planning for the future, and you're planning for like a new beginning or a new reality. Like you're planning something out. Like I'm seeing someone at a table and kind of like sketching out like this brainstorming, like this plan, almost like a floor plan, like an architect sits at like a desk and plans out the design of where they want to go, because it feels like there have been some sudden changes or something, like a change of plan or a route change. And so you're kind of like, your focus is going in the direction of, you're already kind of planning for, once something ends, where am I going to go from there? What am I going to do? And I just kind of see you kind of pouring yourself into that. So there's like you're teetering between an ending and a beginning here. And so you're just shifting your focus away from the ending and onto the beginning is what I'm seeing. Okay, Knight of Pentacles, but I'm not seeing a whole lot of emotions either, though, because with the King of Cups, that is kind of more of, you're being emotionally reserved. King of Cups is really good at having like a sense of control over their emotions. Like they don't get carried away with their emotions. There may be even some suppression here. Like maybe you're suppressing something you don't want to feel. And maybe you could be channeling it into like a project or into work. Clarification for Knight of Pentacles here. Yeah, okay, so we have the Empress card here, the Fool that popped out as well. And then we also had the Three of Wands here. So yeah, so this is definitely kind of trying out new things, doing something different, starting off on a new path to create something different for yourself. And it actually feels really good. So whatever new trajectory you want to go into, Capricorn, it looks good, actually. It kind of feels like you're looking out and you're already it just feels like you've just kind of shifted your focus onto something, because you're seeing that this thing that you've been kind of focused on, maybe within this like relationship, is not really kind of like, it's not yielding anything. It's not giving anything back to you. So there's something here where you're wanting to focus your attention on work, on projects, on like the future. I'm seeing like you're very focused on the future here. Okay. Let me pick another clarifying card for the Lovers and the Hermit. Seven of Cups. Yeah. So this is confusion. This could be, this is a card of assessment. You're assessing, you're analyzing. So it does really feel like relationships at this point is just kind of on hold or on pause is what it feels like. It feels like there's something here that you need to kind of think about, something that you're really going within. And I kind of feel like this energy might be there for a while. So it really kind of feels like there's something there within relationships that doesn't seem to be taking center stage right now. It feels like it's kind of taking a back seat. Because there is just it's something you can't figure out, or something that you're trying to figure out, or something that you're trying to analyze and take a second look at. And so this is going to require some soul searching here. So let's move on to the Magician and the King of Cups. What else do we need to know about the Magician and the King of Cups? Yeah, beautiful. Creating something new, creating like a new business. Some of you may get an idea for a new business. It really feels like you're channeling your energy into work right now. And it kind of feels like that's where you're going to put your energy for a while. Like it kind of feels like that's where you, it almost kind of feels like I'm hearing the word perfect fit. So some of you may find like the perfect job or the perfect fit or the perfect line of work, something maybe that you've always wanted to do, something that you've always wanted to like create for yourself. And so you may be planning out the stages of how you want to do that. And then with the Three of Wands, it kind of feels like you're taking some risks. You're setting out onto something new. Uncharted territories is what I'm hearing. I'm seeing some of you maybe like applying to some like program, school, something like that, where you want to see what happens, take that chance, take those opportunities, and kind of focus in that energy on how you can create some abundance for yourself or have some kind of flowing, like you're wanting that flow of energy. And so there's something here about cultivating that for yourself. Very beautiful energy, Capricorn. Okay, let's pick out a guidance card here for you. Guidance card for Capricorn for October 25th to the 31st, please. Extremes. Okay, but it's reversed. So what I kind of feel like is it almost kind of feels like with the extremes card reversed, it feels like there is an energy that's actually starting to calm down. It kind of feels like maybe October was a little bit intense. Maybe October brought with it a lot of intense emotions, a lot of, feelings. But it kind of feels like there's something that's turning cold or something that's turning kind of like neutralized. Like the energies are being neutralized. Possibly because retrograde is over. So that's going to be, bring with it like a calm. So I think that, this week, it's not an intense week. It's actually more of an inspiring week is what I'm hearing. So that's going to be good for you, Capricorn here. So let's do an angel card here. Angel guidance card for Capricorn. Miracles. Beautiful. So what I'm seeing here is that there might be something that kind of like a gift that comes to you that you felt like you lost or you thought you would never have again from like a long time ago. So something that you might have forgotten about. It could be a relationship. I don't really think so because relationships just seem to be kind of on hold right now, or not really, like it doesn't really seem like there's too much action. So either you're in a relationship and things are just smooth and there's not much happening there. This kind of feels more work related or more like passion or like interests, something that you're passionate about, a line of work that you're passionate about, something kind of returning to you, some kind of inspiration, some kind of creativity, something like you might have, I'm hearing the word abandoned. So maybe something you abandoned, you gave up on, something like that. And there may be some kind of clue into being guided into the right line of work. So work seems to take center stage right now. And it kind of feels like you're going to be in a very, almost like you're going to be in your element, like you're going to be very grounded and very productive is what I heard. Like you're just going to channel your energy into your productivity. So very wonderful. I love this week for you, Capricorn. This really feels like it feels like you're going to shine because it's really resonating with your energy. This is something that's really, you're going to find it rejuvenating and nourishing. So beautiful week ahead, Capricorn. I hope you enjoyed that. And now I'll be moving on to Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius, welcome to your weekly reading for October 25th to the 31st. Let's see what we have coming up for you this week. I'm kind of seeing... Ooh, interesting. Okay, King of Swords and King of Wands. This actually looked like two different people for me. It's maybe some of you have like two different people kind of wanting your attention. Maybe one is kind of a King of Swords and one has more of a King of Wands energy. King of Swords is someone who is very analytical, someone who thinks and is very like, not, I mean, everyone thinks, but like, you know, they're very up in the mind, you know, they rationalize through everything, very practical, everything is very up in the headspace. That's how they make sense of their reality, their world. Can have like a sense of like needing to control the situation or needing to have the upper hand is what I'm hearing. Needing to be very, but it has sometimes a King of Swords can have a bit of like coldness to him because doesn't really put too much emotion or passion behind things. You know, just kind of has that type of energy. And then there's also a King of Wands here who is very passionate and fiery and kind of knows what he wants and goes after what he wants and is very ambitious. So there's this energy around you, Aquarius, of, you know, there could be two different individuals is what I'm seeing as a King of Swords and a King of Wands. I'll pick a clarifying card for that in a second here, see what's going on there. But let's see what else we have coming up for Aquarius here. Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so cultivating something new. There's really good potential for something new here. It kind of feels like you're doing something alone or solo. Creating something by yourself. Oh, beautiful. Okay. Following your heart is what I'm hearing. Following your heart. Ooh, interesting. Yeah. And then trusting your perception, trusting your intuition. There may be some kind of messages or insight that's coming into you this week, Aquarius, on how to make the next steps moving forward. So then there's also the Five of Wands here. So what I'm hearing with the Five of Wands and the High Priestess, Aquarius, is listen to your intuition because it's going to help you choose the next move. So what I'm seeing for you, Aquarius, is that Spirit is guiding you like at peace, like as she's playing this chess game. It's like you're being guided to what move to make next to win. So there's some things that also that you could be playing very close to your heart. Something that like you're playing your cards close to your chest. Like you're not really telling or revealing too much, which is also, you know, very symbolic of the High Priestess as well. The High Priestess is all about what lies underneath the, you know, what's on the surface. So like what's in our shadow or what's in our intuition. What are these hidden desires and passions, and like kind of has like an air of mystery to her. So it's like, you know, bringing in a little bit more, not secrecy, but just kind of being very discerning about, you know, who maybe you're telling things to or who you're disclosing information to. So it's going to be very important to make sure that you tell the right information to the right people, because not everybody is going to be someone that you can trust. So this is going to be something that starts to come into play this coming week here. So let's pick a clarifying card for the King of Swords and the King of Wands. What do we need to know? Or what does Aquarius need to know about the King of Swords and King of Wands? Okay, so we have the Chariot and the Six of Pentacles here. So there may be an offer for you, Aquarius, to move. You're going to be given a choice to move, some kind of collaboration, some kind of offering. And it's going to inspire you to move out of a situation. Some kind of like deal as well, like some kind of, it almost kind of feels like there's this deal or some kind of offer that's going to Yeah, that's going to kind of help you make a choice between the King of Swords and the King of Wands. Oh, okay. So what I'm hearing is that depending on what you choose, like for example, if you have to choose between like a King of Swords or King of Wands, depending on what you choose is what will determine if you decide to go or stay in a situation. I hope that makes sense. But there's something here there's something closely related to maybe like some dynamic with a King of Swords and King of Wands, and something related to some kind of business deal or some kind of like offering or deal that may contribute to you moving out of a situation, either physically, emotionally, mentally. But there is some kind of movement here. And it also may kind of feel, so what I'm hearing is that it may feel slow at first, but it will speed up quickly later on. Like in a few months, it will start to really speed up. But in the beginning, it may be like a slow build, like it'll just kind of build and build and build. And I kind of see you wanting to build something like you're in the beginning stages of building something new for yourself. And there's like, you're starting to also already see this, you're starting to see the sprouts already. So what I'm hearing is that there's something that you planted a while ago, and you're starting to see the sprouts of it, like the bloom here. And what I'm seeing for that is that it's allowing you to have faith that things are working out. And so I feel like seeing that proof is going to help you make the right choices going forward, because you're seeing that this thing is working. Like whatever it is that what you've planted or what you're creating, it's working for you. So it's like something that you're able to move forward. It's able to give you passage through some place that you have been blocked from for a very long time, is what I'm seeing. So something that might have been you could, like, no matter what you did, you just couldn't get to that one space. So there's something that you're creating here, something that you're manifesting. So the word that I'm hearing for Ace of Pentacles is manifesting. So maybe every day you're doing some manifestation practices, creating that vision board, putting that energy out there. And what it's doing is that it's building that momentum, and then you're going to start seeing the proof of that. And then as you're seeing that tangible proof, it's going to help you make the right choice as you go through this next stage, or as you're kind of making certain decisions or choices. It's like, it's going to give you some kind of passage through, or some kind of insight, or, I'm seeing like walking through a door, or like going through something, just like how the ship is going through this, like a door is going to open up for you. So that's going to be something that I see coming up here for you, Aquarius. Let's pick a clarification card here. I love that. So this is great. So this is really good potential. So what's something that started off as the Ace of Pentacles is now going to be something that gives you long-term stability. So wherever you're moving to, whatever offer you take, or wherever you're headed, and whatever you're creating right now, this is your clarification card that it's going to create long-term stability and wealth for you. So this is very good. I love the King of Pentacles. It's very it's like long-term, I know I already said that long-term abundance, but it's kind of like, it's almost like generational wealth. So some of you may also see, I just heard like a will, or you may get some inheritance from family members, something like that. Some of you may kind of come into some like chunk of money as well. So I'm seeing that. And that may help you also to kind of move out of a situation or get to where you want to go. So there's some kind of gift of financial, like a financial gift that's going to help you get out of a situation. So keep your eye open for that. That's going to be important here. Okay. The High Priestess. Beautiful. Okay. So this is the Six of Cups and the Ace of Swords. So there may be some kind of clarity that comes into your focus this week. So maybe you might have communication, or you may kind of just have like an illumination with a certain type of experience or someone. There may be some kind of person from the past that you are trying to maybe figure out, something that's really been on your mind a lot. So there may be something here where it's almost kind of like I'm hearing like there's like the strategy behind it, you know, like there's a strategy. It feels like a relationship. It could be something where it's like a relationship with someone from the past. And so it could be something that's really been on your mind, something that's been kind of elusive for you, something that doesn't really make any sense, and there's no clarity behind it. So maybe there's some kind of situation that comes into focus, or someone communicates with you and like lets you know like the truth about something, or they give you some kind of clue into the truth about a situation and what's really going on. So so here there's the Ace of Swords is what that's telling me, is that there's some kind of key to some kind of clarity. I'm hearing also dreams. Some of you may find an answer through a dream. So it may not be the person themselves that tells you anything, but it may show up in a dream. They may communicate with you in a dream, or spirit may give you some kind of answer or something in a dream to give you some kind of insight into what's going on. And that will help you choose to what move to make next, is what I'm seeing. So that energy is there for you. Okay, let's go into your guidance card here, Aquarius. What is Aquarius's guidance card for the week of October 25th to the 31st? Growth. Beautiful. So what I'm hearing is go to where you will grow. That is how you make your choice and decision. Wherever you see growth, wherever you see that you can grow here, that's the decision, that's the route Spirit wants you to take. And it's also have some patience and just believe in the divine timing. Believe that there's a right time for everything, and to trust in Spirit that they know what's going on, because there might be some things that take place behind the scenes that we don't know, you know, so we don't know what other people are doing or what kind of situations they're in, that kind of thing. So we may want some things right now, but maybe the other person is not ready yet, or something like that. There's some pieces that need to be kind of configured into the right spot for the perfect alignment to occur. So so what I'm hearing is from Spirit is to just be patient, that things will happen in their own time. And I'm also hearing that like it's not going to take forever. It's not going to take years and years and years, but it's something that will just require you to be patient a little bit, and that there is growth with where you're heading. Okay, let's see what the angels have to say here. Celebration. Beautiful. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of successes here. There's going to be something to celebrate. I feel like with the celebration card, what I'm hearing is like a wish come true. Something that's something that will feel fulfilling. Something that may have, you know, that you've kind of been sort of daydreaming about, or something that you've been, and I feel like it has something to do with this energy right here, something about a person from the past. Maybe there's someone that you really miss, or someone from the past that you just want to reconnect with, and they finally come back into your life and it's amazing. So maybe there's something that has to do with that. So, but there is something about wishes coming true. And it could be a wish, a long held dream or wish of yours for a long time. So that's going to be very exciting for you. And there may be some clarity with that. You know, I'm kind of feeling like you're going to come into some clarity about a situation this week. So beautiful energies, Aquarius. I think that things are really moving in the right direction for you here. So thank you so much for tuning in. And I'll be moving on to Pisces now. Okay, Pisces. Ooh, There you go. Here is your weekly reading for October 25th to the 31st. We have, wow, Pisces, your energy is interesting. Okay. So kind of feels like there's something you're kind of inspecting, something that you are... It's like you're gathering information about something, but then there's also kind of like this dream or this wish or something that you want to put out into the world, something that you're wanting to create, something that you're wanting to not create, actually, it just kind of feels like a wish that you're putting out. You know, with the dandelion, that's what I'm kind of seeing. Like you're putting out this wish out into the universe, like, please let this happen, or please, I want this to happen, or that's kind of what I'm seeing. And then Six of Swords is maybe you're kind of getting into this space of moving out of some toxic situation. It really feels like you're on the move, like you're wanting to move out of a certain type of dynamic or, you know, situation and moving into another here. Moving to calmer waters is usually what the Six of Swords is about. You know, leaving some kind of darkness, something that has kind of weighed heavily on you for a very long time, something that has just built up over time is what I'm seeing. Like there's like this stagnant energy that's just been building up for a long periods of time. And it's almost like you're realizing that, you know, it's because of the place that you are, or maybe someone that you're with. And so there's something here about like moving out of that, and also being very connected to like something more, like something more like it's like you're following your intuition or some divine guidance within you, like you're trusting that here. And what else for Pisces? Beautiful. Okay, so you're moving towards something that's stirring up your passion, is what I'm seeing. Feels like there's something that kind of has like created a spark in you, something that has brought back like life into you kind of thing. Like if there's something that you feel like has been really draining your energy, or, you know, there's something, it's like you're moving out of some draining toxic energy and you're kind of charging full ahead into something that is a lot more passionate and something that really kind of helps you come alive. And I feel like you've been spending some time in your head, like you've been researching something, you've been, you know, trying to figure out like, it's like you're kind of playing around with the ideas, you've been collecting information, you've been trying to figure something out. And now I kind of feel like you're moving into that space of clarity, where you know that you want to move out of a situation and towards something else. But let's keep going here. So Page of Swords, what do we need to know about the Page of Swords for Pisces? Knight of Swords, yeah. Wow. So communication here, you know, there may be something that you're communicating with someone, reaching out to somebody, clearing up the picture, it's almost like you're removing an obstacle out of your way, is what I'm seeing. Like you're removing an obstacle, something that has clouded your vision for a very long time. And it kind of feels like you're getting in touch with some kind of truth, like some kind of core truth within yourself here. Six of Swords, please. Ten of Pentacles, beautiful. So, you know, you're moving into a place where I feel like you want to have that long-term stability. You're wanting to you're going to a place where you feel like you can feel more stable in your life, because there may be something that might have been draining your finances even, you know, something that you feel like you couldn't, it was just not, I'm feeling like there was something that was not as abundant as you thought it was going to be. Like it was very depleting for you. Knight of Wands here. You need to know about the Knight of Wands for Pisces. King of Pentacles, beautiful. Yeah, you're moving towards something that will create a lot of abundance for you, because it kind of feels like you're coming out of this place, a place of lack. So I like this week for you because there's something here about something about moving towards something that is a lot more just better for you. It's like you're closing up a cycle, and it kind of feels like you spent some time in that thought, like it's really well thought out. You've been thinking, you've been doing your research, collecting information, and now you're pretty sure. Oh, wow. Beautiful. Okay. So this might be about a relationship. Okay, let me pick one more here, and we'll go into, okay. Knight of Wands, King of Pentacles. Wow, interesting. Okay, so with the Two of Cups and the Page of Swords and Knight of Swords here, is that it could be something where it could be you or someone who is, someone else in your sphere, where there's some kind of relationship here where there's someone is either watching you or you're watching them or collecting like information about them. But then there's something also here about kind of moving on ahead with some kind of decision or choice or communication. So maybe you're communicating with someone about how you feel, or about some kind of, you want to reconnect. I'm hearing the word reconnect with someone. So there may be something here about a relationship that's coming into focus, and there's maybe some more clarity that will come with that. And so then we're moving into the Six of Swords with the Ten of Pentacles. So again, moving out of some kind of toxic situation is what it feels like. Something that kind of feels like, so what I'm kind of seeing is that it's almost like I see you, Pisces, kind of moving out of a toxic situation, and then in between your Ten of Pentacles, there'll be kind of like this stop in between where you need to rest and rejuvenate, is what I'm kind of seeing. So you're going to take some time to kind of rest and rejuvenate. But I really feel like, Pisces, there's going to be some opportunities or some offers that come into you that help you achieve this Ten of Pentacles. There's something here that's going to help you kind of recover a lot of those lost funds or finances that, that you might have lost over the span of time, it feels like, or maybe in some kind of relationship, or I'm seeing for some of you could be work. Maybe there's some work that didn't pan out as much money, like you didn't make as much as you thought you would in that field or industry. And, but it was very exhausting and draining for you. So there's something here about that. So there's something here about getting some new opportunities, wanting to move somewhere, wanting to go somewhere is what I'm seeing. But there also might be opportunities that come in for you that help you to make that move. And then we have, so for the Knight of Wands and the King of Pentacles, I see you passionately going towards, maybe an opportunity that gives you better money, a better stability, something that you can see for yourself long term. And then we have the Five of Pentacles as well. So it kind of feels like there's something here that is eliminating this sense of lack. So there's something here that you can you see as an opportunity that will help fix this energy of Five of Pentacles, this loss of money, loss of support. Also, you may also be feeling kind of isolated and lonely is what I'm hearing. So you may be going towards something that just makes you feel a lot more abundant and, just better. And then I also see the Eight of Cups as well. So there's something here about going and searching for, something that's more fulfilling, something that's missing for you. So it kind of feels like there's this energy of, something hasn't really quite fulfilled you in the way that you thought it would. And so now you're kind of looking for, that missing cup, or that thing that you feel like you really need. And it kind of feels like it has something to do with the relationship. Because then we have the Ten of Cups here, so which is really beautiful. I love that. So I really feel like you're going to find it. I like how at the end we have the Ten of Cups, because that's kind of like you're off looking for, something, maybe a relationship or a partnership that just feels so much more nurturing and nourishing for you, rather than the something that feels like it's been a bit toxic for you or very draining for you. Okay. Let's pick a guidance card, Pisces. Guidance card for Pisces. For October 25th. Beautiful. Okay, so we have nourishment and self-reflection. So I kind of feel like this week may be a good month for some self-care. and maybe a really good month for, you know, making sure that what you're eating, exercising, all that kind of stuff is good for you, that's nourishing for your body, and that you're taking care of yourself, because I kind of feel like you're going to need it. I feel like you have a lot of changes coming up, or some moves coming up here for you. So make sure you take care of yourself. Make sure you're sleeping well. Make sure that all of that, that good stuff, like you're providing your body with the nourishment it needs in order for you to be able to do the work that you want to do. So self-care is going to be important here. And then you also might be spending some time in self-reflection, maybe reassessing maybe some of the choices you've made, or, you know, some of the things that where you kind of feel like you might, I'm hearing like where you might have kind of lost sight of something. So kind of reassessing that. So we have 3 angel cards that fell out here for you. So we have meditation. So thinking, spending time in meditation and reflection. And then we have abundance, which is beautiful. So we have lots of abundance coming in, and look at this. I love this. Soulmate. Beautiful. So there's something here about, this is what I see. Pisces, I see that I think that you are moving out of something that's negative. Something could be a relationship that's been toxic. It could have been a job that's been kind of draining you, or it could have been a relationship that was draining you. Whatever it is, you're moving on. You're moving out of that situation. You may be spending some time in your thoughts, kind of reassessing things, self-reflecting, meditating, all that kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, I kind of feel like you know where you want to go. I feel like you know that you want to move in another direction. You're looking for love. You're looking for something that's missing in your love life, is what it feels like. And I really feel like you're going to find it. I feel like you're moving towards a relationship that feels like a soulmate relationship, especially because we have the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups here, and the abundance card. It's really gorgeous. And we have the King of Pentacles. So we have some really promising cards here for the future. We have a lot of beautiful energies that are coming up for you in the future. I feel like right now you're in this place of, I first need to kind of move out of this situation. I need to go towards where I want to go. So that's kind of where you're at right now. There's some thinking, there's some assessing, and then I see you moving. So beautiful energy, Pisces. I really love this for you. You have some really amazing things coming up for you in the near future. So you can look forward to that. It's just kind of, I can see that you're just trying to kind of strategize how you're going to do this. It almost kind of feels like you have your mind made up. Like you know that you're going to kind of move into a specific direction, and you just kind of have to figure out the best way and time to do it, is what I'm seeing. And I'm also kind of seeing that the soulmate energy, that there's something, I'm hearing the word protection. So it is protected. The union is protected. And there's something there where it needs to be protected, because, you know, if the timing is not right, or if like the situation is not right, then it doesn't really work. So just be patient with that. Excuse me. Yeah. Okay. Beautiful, Pisces. I love this reading for you. I wish you all the best. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will be moving on to Aries next. Okay, Aries, what do we have coming up for you this week? For October 25th to October 31st. What do we have coming up for Aries for the week of October 25th to the 31st? I'm seeing a lot of water, Aries. So maybe you're by water, or you're going to water. You're going near water. Kind of looks like a forest, like maybe you're going camping, or some of you like to go camping. Eight of Wands, yeah. Some kind of movement here. Ooh, Tower, okay. Okay. So it kind of feels like there may be some conflict around you. There may be something that's kind of like coming towards you that it's like you're being pushed. You're being pushed for change. There's some kind of like chaos or some kind of energy around you that's kind of creating this this catalyst for change is what I'm seeing. So let's do a clarifying card for the Eight of Wands for Aries, please. What do we need to know about the Eight of Wands here? Okay, yeah, so there's something here. There's something here that's very some kind of opportunity, some kind of change that's coming in towards you, Aries. And it kind of feels like there's kind of like a divine like plan behind it. Like there's something very spiritual about it. Something that's very, let me see here. And I'm hearing something that may come out of like left field, something that's kind of all of a sudden. Okay, the Tower. What do we need to know about the Tower? Oh, wow. Okay. Nine of Pentacles. I heard protection. The Nine of Pentacles. Protecting your abundance. Okay, so what I'm seeing, Aries, is there may be something that kind of happens all of a sudden that you may not see coming. And I'm hearing like protect your money. So maybe just be careful with like maybe something that you might sign or some kind of contract or something that has to do with money. Yeah. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles with the Five of Wands. So it kind of feels like there's some trickery going on here. So just be careful about the people around you, maybe. Some kind of... This feels very work related. Five of Wands, Eight, or some kind of like, not even, I mean, it could be work, but it could also be kind of like just what you have, you know, is almost like someone wants what you have. Is what I'm seeing. Someone wanting to like take something from you, but being very strategic about it. It kind of feels like there's some kind of like someone around you that it kind of feels like, so just, I guess what I'm kind of sensing is just be aware of maybe some of the people that are around you, because some people may not be what you think they are, is what I'm seeing. Or some kind of opportunity or something being offered to you may not be what you think it is. Okay, hold on. Let's look into Eight of Wands and the High Priestess. What does Aries need to know about the Eight of Wands and the High Priestess? Okay, so King of Pentacles and King of Swords. So this is definitely a person. Someone who could be very, I heard like just someone who is very like money motivated. I don't know if I want to say the word greedy, but maybe they are. I don't know. Just someone who just, it's like only looks at the money is what I'm hearing. Like someone that's all they care about. And someone who like is very like sneaky with the way they talk or the way they communicate, like a business, like a very good, like a skilled business like a skilled salesman, you know, like just very, not saying that salesmen are like this. I'm just saying that like, it kind of like, I'm seeing like using that skill to kind of get the upper hand in something is what I'm seeing. And then there's something here about like wanting what you have. So someone like wanting what you have. What do we need to know about the Tower and the Nine of Pentacles? Ooh, okay, hold on. Yeah, and it kind of feels like there's something here that you worked really hard for, Aries. Like there's something that you worked really hard for, something that you really built or cultivated over a long period of time. And something like kind of... But there's like a massive change with it. Let me pick one specifically for the Tower. What do we need to know about the Tower? I'm just hearing like change of plans. There's something with the change of plans in terms of like a business deal or work, something. Tower. I need to know about the Tower. Yeah, definitely something changing here. There's something changing in the work sphere. So there's something changing within your work, something that is shifting, and it may kind of catch you off guard. And it may be something that you weren't expecting or sudden changes. I don't feel like it's a bad thing though. Like I'm not sensing, okay, it just kind of feels like you had your heart set on something being a certain way and it's shifting into a different, it's something that you put a lot of work into and a lot of effort into though. 5 of Wands, but there is someone kind of around you. There is like a person around you. I don't know who they are, but just someone that's kind of like, and see, look at this. Okay. So with that energy that I sense with this, unsavory character, I guess is what I can say with the King of Pentacles and King of Swords, with the 5 of Wands and the 8 of Pentacles, you got the King of Pentacles again. So there's someone here that's definitely like has that and then Judgment, which is the card of truth. So some truth being revealed or seeing the truth behind something. So this week, you may see that a truth about someone kind of shady may come to light. And it may kind of really change the trajectory of a certain like your work or business or something like that. Like, for example, it could be like your business partner. Like if you have a business you run together and you have a business partner, you may find that, they were kind of doing something behind your back and you didn't know about it, And so now it's kind of like throwing everything into question, and there's some kind of dynamic like that going on here for you, Aries. Let me pick one more and see what should Aries do about this situation? What should Aries do? Okay, patience. So wait, divine. Okay, yeah. Okay. So patience, rest, take some rest, like take some time out. Don't make any sudden decisions or actions right now. Just kind of watch and wait and see how things unfold is what I'm hearing. Because I kind of feel like there's going to be some intervention that happens there. So just kind of like really plan out or just give something a lot of thought before you act on something. So don't act on like emotions, like intense emotions. And then we also have the 10 of Cups, which is happiness, but it's also just this contentment, having like a fulfillment of some kind. So there may be some kind of, what I'm seeing is something is being weeded out, or something is being like almost like a weed or something in the garden that's just almost like plaguing the rest of the garden is being removed. But it may be something that we didn't see, something that we didn't know, is that like that's what was causing all of these problems, So I kind of feel like it's being taken care of, like something is shifting out of something that might have been causing some distress or some kind of like, issues, is kind of being removed or taken out. And so it will kind of lead to some harmony in the home, in the workplace, something like that. So I like this. I'm glad I did the outcome there, because it's a good ending there. I like that. Let's do a guidance card for Aries here. Guidance card for Aries for the week of October 25th to October 31st. Guidance card for Aries for October 25th to October 31st. Oh, there's a lot of cards jumping. Aries. Balance. Yes. Okay. So yeah, as kind of things are shaking up, I kind of feel like your guidance here, Aries, this week is to remain in balance. Make sure you kind of take care of yourself, balance out your energies. Try not to, I'm kind of seeing like there may be a tendency towards not extreme, but just, like You may feel like really angry or really frustrated or irritated in certain times. So balancing out those emotions and kind of taking a step back and taking a look at things from more of an observational or neutral perspective, so you can assess what's the best way to respond to certain situations. So balance is going to be balancing out your energies is going to be really important here. Let's see what the angels have to say. What messages do the angels have for Aries this week? Celebration. Okay, wonderful. I kind of feel like this will have like a happy resolution. I feel like you'll like the ending to this specific situation. So if there's someone kind of like toxic in your sphere, someone toxic in your realm, you know, in your workplace, at home, that kind of thing, I kind of feel like, you know, as things kind of play out and unfold, that there will be this there will be like kind of like a happy ending to it, is what I kind of feel. So you can kind of hold on to these as something that you can look forward to for the situation that I'm picking up on, is that there will be like this happy resolution. Things will kind of settle in to where, I really am strongly experiencing like we're taking care of it. Like it will kind of work out in the way that, you know, it's meant to work out. So, okay, Aries, I wish you the best of luck this week. I hope this reading was helpful. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll be moving on to Taurus now. Okay, Taurus, what do we have coming up for you this week of October 25th to the 31st? Beautiful. Oh, I love this. Okay, so what I heard was with the Queen of Pentacles and Page of Swords was expansion. So some of you may be looking to expand in some way. Maybe you're looking to expand your business, expand your education. Like maybe some of you are going into a higher education, like you're applying for, you know, like I'm hearing certification programs. So maybe some of you are applying to get certified in something. So there is kind of like this new beginning, but it kind of feels like it's like just you're leveling up, you know, and it kind of feels like it's something that will help you bring in more stability and abundance for yourself, which is really beautiful. Okay, so let's keep going, Taurus. Ooh, beautiful. Okay, so there's something definitely coming to an end. You may be having to move. There's a significant end here, some kind of transformation that's happening. And I kind of feel like it's something where you're ready to go. Like it's something where there's a cycle that's finishing up and something that you are ready to be done with. You kind of are weighing out your options. It's kind of like a balancing act right now because you're in between one place and the next. So that's going to be really important for you to keep that balance as you're going through a significant transition over here. It feels like the transition is a good one, though. It doesn't feel like it's a negative, but it is a change. And sometimes changes, you know, sometimes those changes can cause us to lose balance a little bit. So just kind of keep yourself grounded. Then we have the Three of Swords with the Queen of Pentacles. Interesting. So what I heard here with the Three of Swords is that some of you may have to kind of, it's like you may be focused, some of the choices or decisions that you need to make may cause a disappointment with some people. Like for example, some of you may be choosing like your career over a relationship, and of course, that's going to cause some heartbreak or disappointment kind of thing. So it kind of feels like you're going, not saying one is right or wrong. I'm saying that kind of feels like what the dynamic is. It's almost like you have to let something go. You have to let somebody down in order for you to kind of go towards what is right for you, is what it kind of feels like here. And then we have the Emperor with the Page of Swords. Okay. So this is kind of like you're expanding into becoming this. It really feels like you're growing into some sort of mastery or some kind of position of leadership is what I'm seeing. And it kind of feels like you're doing it through education or some kind of like upgrade in your work is what it kind of feels like here. We have the Death and Two of Pentacles. I don't know why I did it like that. To do it like this. Actually, let me go back to the Queen of Pentacles and Three of Swords here. Clarification for the Queen of Pentacles and Three of Swords for Taurus. Beautiful. Yeah, I love this. So, and it's really interesting because we have the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles here. So there may be some kind of, relationship dynamic as well, where one person is a Queen of Pentacles and the other one is a King of Pentacles. And there may be some kind of split or heartbreak. And it does kind of feel like one person is prioritizing work, like they're putting their work in front of them. Interesting. Okay. So for some of you, there may be something going on with where both, and it could be like a couple that is, both financially secure. They kind of have that stability in them, but there's some kind of split or heartbreak, something that's going on there, some kind of disappointment. So that could be a different direction for some of you. The other one was that some of you may be kind of, I really did sense that there was someone wanting to kind of they're taking like an offer or something that may require them to move or leave or make some kind of change or shift there. Okay, let's look into Page of Swords and the Emperor here. Wow, maybe the Emperor again. Interesting. Yeah, I really feel like you're stepping into some major leadership role here. Calling the shots is what I heard. Calling the shots. Promotion. Some of you may be getting promoted. And then the Death with the Two of Pentacles. So you're going through a significant transition here. I feel like you're physically moving, Taurus. You're going somewhere. Wow. Oh my goodness. Look at that. You have the Tower with the Death card and the Two of Pentacles. That is a huge shift. Yeah. So definitely something ending. Maybe some of you are going through a breakup. I mean, that's something that is kind of like a easy read there is Queen of Pentacles and King of Pentacles. So maybe you're going through a breakup. And then there's some kind of movement here. And there's also kind of like a new beginning in terms of work. I feel like someone's moving for work is what I kind of feel like, getting like a job offer, making that transition here. Interesting. I'm going to pick one more. Another clarification for the... Oh, wow. Oh my goodness. Look at this. The 10 of Cups and 2 of Cups. So there's something about a relationship here. Yeah, like a significant relationship that was just like something breaking down. There's something breaking down there with a relationship is what it feels like. Wow. Okay. Okay, let's pick a guidance card here. Actually, hold on. Let me pick, what should Taurus do about this situation? What is the outcome guidance for Taurus here? Okay, so what I'm hearing is kind of, what I heard was like pretty much to cultivate a new beginning. So and I think that's what you're doing, Taurus. I think that you're planning out on how to start again. And maybe how to, there's something different and new that's coming in for you. And so these two cards are telling me that you're building something, you're nurturing something from the ground, and then you're working it, so you're creating something new for yourself, and you're creating this, like something that's more in resonant with who you are. So you're just ready to move on to like the next chapter in your life here is what I'm seeing. Okay, let's pick out a guidance card for you, Taurus. Boundaries. Yeah. So it could be someone here that the relationship that you were in could have been toxic. It could have been, you know, the person might have just been very controlling. And so you're kind of breaking out and wanting to do something on your own, and you're wanting to create something of your own is what I'm seeing. And so it's going to be important that you don't really, what I'm hearing is like, you don't owe people answers for what you're doing. So like there may be some people that come in and try to like, you know, pry and try to see what you're doing is what I'm seeing. Like they're trying to get into your business, you know, so they can kind of control it. And so what I'm seeing is don't let them, you know, create those boundaries for yourself and don't allow people into your space if you're not comfortable within your space. So let's see what the angels have to say for you, Taurus. Oh, new love. Oh, interesting. Okay. New beginnings. Yeah. Okay. So, you know, what I heard with the new love card was, oh no, I don't want that. So that's okay. You don't have to want that right now. And then there's new beginnings as well. So for some of you, maybe you are ready, you know, maybe there's a relationship that was over a long time ago and now it's just officially over. And so you're kind of really in the place where you just want to be with someone else. You want to be with someone new. You have that new love coming in. And then you do have some new beginnings coming in for you here as well. So I kind of feel like right now you're in a significant ending, especially in a relationship. And you may be even moving for a job. You may be getting a new job offer, cultivating something new, establishing something new for yourself, building up, going up to the next level. And then along the road, you might also kind of encounter this experience of new love. And I kind of feel like the new love, this could also be, you know, what's coming in for you after this ending here. So I do feel like you'll find love again, Taurus. I really feel like, you know, there's something really special and something really significant coming in for you because you literally got like three love cards here. So this is really beautiful and something that's long-term, very happy, emotionally fulfilling for you. So that really feels like, I like this energy, but it feels like it's a little bit more into the future, like not super, like not like 20 years from now or something, but just, you know, like kind of allowing this energy to settle first and then kind of allowing that energy to come in. And then, yeah, you definitely have some new beginnings ahead of you. So I feel like this is, even if it doesn't feel too great right now, you do have some promising like beginnings coming up for you. So it's good to look to the future and look ahead to that. So yeah, I like this. This is good. The energy is good. That's coming up for you in the future there. Okay, Taurus, I hope that was helpful. Thank you so much for tuning in. Moving on to Gemini. Okay, Gemini, what do we have coming up for you this week, October 25th to the 31st? What do you have coming up for Gemini for October 25th to the 31st? Just one card, please. Seven of Pentacles. Ace of Cups. Okay. Interesting. I feel like there's like a new project or something you're wanting to do. Something that is, something that's kind of like inspired you. Something that has created, like you're wanting to create something. Let's keep going here. Okay, so we have the Devil and the King of Pentacles here. Okay, well, I heard attachment with the Devil card and the Knight of Pentacles. So there may be something here with feeling kind of like there might be something here about working too much, you know, like there may be some workaholism there. Let's look into the Seven of Pentacles here. Like there's something stressful, like I'm sensing like a stressful energy. Like stressed out about like wanting to create a certain amount, like you're wanting to manifest or create a certain amount, but then there's some stress being put on it though. Like it's feeling really like, I really want this to happen. And then, yeah, so then we have the King of Pentacles. So then this is like cultivating, like, you know, acquiring, bringing in everything that you have accumulated up until now is the Seven of Pentacles and assessing like where we're at and what we can do with this. And then going into the and then trying like that King of Pentacles energy is creating that stability and monetary wealth and abundance for oneself so they can kind of survive for the long term and also create generational wealth for the generations after. So someone who is very good at investments is what I'm seeing. So maybe some of you are focused in on investments. Maybe some of you I'm seeing like stocks, that kind of thing. So some, you know, really kind of exploring with finances there. Ace of Cups. This is more about expansion and growth. I'm not seeing this is about like really working to make a living. This is more about like you have enough and it's like you're trying to like expand your portfolio is what I'm hearing. So Ace of Cups here. There may be also a division of properties is what I'm hearing. So divisions of property here. So maybe some property like issues or topic or something about property, investments and assets, things like that. Ace of Cups here. No for Gemini for Ace of Cups. There's something new that's coming in here. Ace of Cups is a new beginning and emotional happiness. So some kind of beginning here with the Emperor and the Three of Swords. Interesting. There might be something disappointing is what I heard. Like feeling disappointed about something. Feeling like something didn't go the way you thought it would go. Like, and in the beginning, you might have had like a lot of hope with it. Like there might have been a lot of promise and hope there. But there's something here about feeling like kind of let down or disappointed by it. You're not happy about it. And with the Emperor, it could be like a father figure. I'm really strongly feeling father figure here. Like it feels like there's like an older gentleman in the energy. So it's like someone, oh, sorry about that. Someone trying to, with the Ace of Cups, it kind of feels like expectations is what I'm sensing. Like there was some kind of expectation of how wanting something to be a certain way and then it not working out that way with the Three of Swords, like feeling kind of heartbroken over it. Okay, Seven of Pentacles and King of Pentacles here. What do we need to know about the Seven of Pentacles and King of Pentacles? Ace of Swords. So there may be some clarity around what to do about a certain financial situation is what I'm seeing. So again, if we're going back to like, investing in property or, that kind of thing, there may be some kind of like, I'm feeling like there's some things to figure out. So you're going to be really using that, that mental, like, assessing, like what do we do in this type of situation? There's a lot of moving pieces and things to figure out. So it's a little bit complicated is what I'm seeing. And there also might be some worries, worried about things here. There may be someone here that comes in to help with the King of Wands, someone who is I'm seeing lawyer. So there may be a lawyer that comes in to help kind of figure some things out here in the financial department. So someone that is very good with that. So yeah, getting some numbers into place, getting something into place here. Interesting. Okay. Devil, Knight of Pentacles. Need to know about the Devil and the Knight of Pentacles. King of Cups. I felt like there was some deception here. Not deception, but just kind of like putting on a mask is what I heard, is what I feel. Like pretending. Someone's pretending something. And it could be someone who is highly sensitive, like an older gentleman that's highly sensitive. Doesn't have to be. Sometimes, it's not always gender specific, but maybe someone who tends to have more masculine energy is, but is also very sensitive, very nurturing, caring, empathetic. But then there's some kind of like mask that they're putting on, and they're kind of like, and it's like they're kind of building something on the side. Or they're like creating something for themselves on the side, which is interesting. Okay. Kind of feels like there's some kind of like preparation that's happening here is what the energy feels like. It feels like there's some kind of news about like a shift or a change. And so there is something here about like needing to prepare for the future, or needing to kind of like get all of your get everything in order for things to kind of to figure some things out here. Interesting. I'm hearing, and I really did hear lawyer, the King of Wands. It kind of feels like there's a lawyer here that's going to help kind of figure some things out financially. Okay. Let's go into the guidance cards here, Gemini. What does, interesting. Okay. Self-love. So taking care of yourself here. Fruition and beauty. So you may be spending some time with, just kind of spending some time with things that you enjoy doing and you really love. So I kind of feel like this week may also be a week where you kind of do more recreational activities where you get to see people that you love. I'm seeing like get-togethers with family and friends. And there also may be some things about like going into nature, going for walks. I feel like there's this exploratory, like I'm going to go out and I'm going to explore and I'm going to go have some fun and I'm going to enjoy myself and I'm going to enjoy life. So I feel like that's going to be very good for you. There's like this, like just being able to enjoy the moment and enjoy like where you are. Okay, angel cards for Gemini here. New beginnings, okay, and freedom. Interesting. So there may be something that you are feeling like there is an ending. There has been an ending to something, but it's also embarking on a new chapter in your life. There may be some decision. I'm hearing decision that you're making that will create, it'll almost like create a trajectory for a new beginning for you. That's going to be something that's on the horizon is what I'm hearing. So there's some kind of new beginning that's on the horizon for you. I'm kind of feeling like it's going to play out a little bit later. It doesn't really feel like it's happening necessarily right now. It feels like the energy for you, Gemini, there's like some kind of preparation or some kind of planning that you're doing. And yeah, there's some kind of planning that you're doing. And there's something here about wanting to start something new and then creating and then feeling like there's like this new refreshed energy to life is what it feels like. So you have some things on the horizon there, Gemini. So I think this week, you're just going to be you're planning something there's something going on financially there, some kind of investment, talking to lawyers, talking to a professional, kind of expanding a portfolio. There's that energy there. And then there's something maybe where there's some kind of other stuff going on that kind of maybe you're suspicious of, like something's up with maybe someone that you know that's a King of Cups, but you're not really sure what it is. So there's a little bit of like hiding, like not revealing something. And then there's also and then you might also be spending some time in like just enjoying and indulging in the things that you really love to do this week. So all in all, I think it's actually a pretty good week here for you, Gemini. I don't see anything too intense. I know we had the Three of Swords here. So I think that this is more of just things kind of like being different from what you thought they were, and so there may be some kind of disappointment or letdown there, is what I'm sensing, but that may not be for all of you as well. So, okay, Gemini, I hope that this reading was helpful, and thank you so much for tuning in, and I will be tuning into Cancer next. Okay, Cancer, thank you so much for tuning in. Let's see what we have coming up for you October 25th to October 31st. Tuning into Cancer. I'm seeing a vacation. I'm seeing kind of like one of those, what's it called? It's not a resort. It's like those hostels, like when you go backpacking to different countries. I'm seeing like hostels in different kind. Like maybe some of you are planning a backpacking trip, or you're wanting to go on a trip somewhere. Four of Swords. I'm hearing get some rest. I think you're maybe overworking yourself. I'm hearing sleep with the Four of Swords. So there may be a need for sleep and a need for some resting. Recharge your batteries is what I'm hearing, Cancer. Maybe there's a lot on your mind here. Okay, and there's some significant shifts coming up, Cancer. There's a lot of changes happening. That's what I'm sensing. There may be a significant father figure here. So maybe you're a father or someone you know, or your father is... or you have a father that's really in the picture at the moment, like that energy is there. But there's also, what I'm also sensing is that there's this energy of taking control. Like there's this energy of taking leadership or wanting to advance to the next level. And so that may cause some, that's kind of the trajectory of this Wheel of Fortune here, because you can sense that there's something changing, that you're growing in some way, and then you're kind of moving out of a phase. So it's almost like you're in this place of, I need to prepare and I need to like move forward in my life somehow. Or I need to like make the preparation. So there's kind of like this this leadership initiative that you're taking, Cancer. Okay, let's see, Four of Swords here. What do we need to know about the Four of Swords for Cancer? Five of Pentacles. Interesting. Okay. So some of you might have recently maybe lost some money, is what I heard. There's a loss here of something that has really exhausted you. It's like you're recovering from something. There's something that kind of really took kind of like a toll on you maybe, and you're trying to recover from that. Maybe even financially. It's stressful. Emperor, Seven of Swords here. Okay. So needing to strategize. Okay, so I feel like this is all about strategy. This is all about holding on to what you have, is what I'm hearing. Like what you've created for yourself that's what I'm kind of sensing here. And then there's also worries about, you know, what's going to change and what's going to develop from towards the future. You're kind of worried about something, worried about money. You could be worried about money. I think you're worried about money, Cancer. Like you're worried about losing money. You're worried about in what ways something will affect your finances. And you could be like planning now for something like that, like planning for trying to save up, trying to like accumulate wherever you can to try to help in some way. Or try to like protect yourself in some way for the future here. So Four of Swords, Five of Pentacles. Four of Swords, Five of Pentacles. Swords, Five of Pentacles. For Cancer. So Eight of Cups. So leaving something that hasn't been emotionally fulfilling is usually the Eight of Cups. And then we have the Fool card, so a new journey. And then kind of looking out. I kind of heard research with Three of Wands. It's kind of like you're looking out to look at your options, like you're exploring your options. Because there's something here that might have left you really unfulfilled. Something that may have really drained your energy, drained your finances. And so there may be something here where you need to kind of look to somewhere else where you're looking for the right fit, something that fulfills you emotionally, something that fits right in with you. And then you also have the Fool card, which is new beginnings, a new journey, taking risks is what I heard. So taking a risk on something new, something different, and then just kind of exploring you're kind of looking out to see where you can go from here, where you want to go from here. The Emperor with the Seven of Swords. Oh, interesting. Okay, so there's the Lover's card, and then there's the Queen of Swords upside down here. Okay, so there's something about a relationship here. The Emperor card. And then we have the Queen of Swords reversed. So there could be someone who is like a Queen of Swords energy that is quite... It feels like this energy is like, I don't know if it's a worry that this person is like this, or it's that they're really like this, but kind of like worried that like there's not clarity in a situation, in a relationship. Like it's not clear. There is a little bit of like unstable foundation or a rocky foundation there. You may be worried about somebody who is like that, is kind of what it kind of feels like. There could be like a relationship dynamic here where one person has the upper hand over the other. So one person could be like an emperor energy and the other one could have more of like a queen of swords, but reversed. So there's kind of like a relationship dynamic here that is concerning you possibly, because then we have the 10 of swords, like concerned about what's going to change or what's going to but almost like there's like a discord, or there's like this not seeing eye to eye on a situation. And what do we need to know about the Wheel of Fortune and 10 of Swords here? For Cancer, Wheel of Fortune. Okay, yeah, so then there might be a move here. So there's some kind of balancing move, and there also may be a need to build your finances. Worrying about building your finances. Okay, so feeling like things are shifting and feeling like you're trying to balance something. Kind of feel, I don't know why, but I keep feeling rainy day. Like you might be needing to feel like you need to put something away for a rainy day. Maybe worried about somebody else also, like wanting to make sure that if they need you or if they need your help, that you have enough for them. There's something you're worried about money though. That's what it kind of feels like. Whoa. Okay. Interesting. Lots of cards here. Guidance card for Cancer for this week of October 25th to 31st. Release. Okay, so I'm hearing release the need for the stress and the worry and the control. Don't try to control the situation. There's not like I'm kind of sensing like there's this over worrying about something. Like there's just release and surrender. Surrender the worries. Okay. What did the angels have to say for you, Cancer? Angel messages for Cancer for this week of October 25th to October 31st. Angel messages for Cancer for October 25th to October 31st. Angel messages for October 20th. Abundance. Beautiful. So I'm hearing that you will be provided for, or what I'm seeing is if you're worried about this Queen of Swords, I kind of feel like there's a worry about the Queen of Swords. So it's like, don't worry, because it feels like there's abundance that will come in for this person. So I'm kind of feeling like the angels are saying, don't worry about the money. If you're worried about money or some kind of abundance or some financial assistance, don't worry about it. It's going to be fine, is what I'm hearing. So I hope that reassures you, Cancer. That was something that you were worried about, because you do have the 5 of Pentacles. Yeah. Okay. All right, Cancer. Don't worry. I think that I'm feeling like there's something that's going to work out better than you think it does. So try to come out of your mind, the overworrying, and try to drop down into a state of peace and presence, and release the need to try to control how the situation turns out, and that things will turn out for the best in the way that they need to. So, okay, Cancer, I hope that was helpful. Thank you so much for tuning in. And moving on to Leo. Okay, Leo, what do we have coming up for you this week for October 25th to October 31st? Okay, we have the 10 of Pentacles and the Justice card. I heard that some of you may be getting like a raise or some kind of money that's owed to you or due to you. is what I'm hearing with the Ten of Pentacles and Justice. And I kind of feel like it'll be financial relief. So some of you are kind of like stressed out about making ends meet, or you have something that you need to pay for, or there's some kind of like funds are running low, something like that. There may be something here about having kind of like those scales being balanced again. So something's coming up for you here. And then we have the Four of Cups with the Strength card. So there may be some kind of situation with, something being offered to you in terms of an emotional connection with another person and not really feeling it. There may be some kind of wall up or some kind of standstill there. The Empress card. Yeah, there may be some kind of relationship I'm kind of feeling like. That's what I'm kind of sensing. There may be something in a relationship with an Empress is what I'm hearing, or is what I'm sensing, that kind of feels like it's a lot to carry. It kind of feels like there's some kind of emotional relationship that feels like it's become a really heavy, like a heavy dynamic, or something that's just really weighing really heavily on you. So 10 of Pentacles with the Justice card here. 10 of Pentacles with the Justice card for Leo. Six of Pentacles. Yeah, so there may be something here with some kind of business deal or some kind of work-related situation where the scales are being balanced again. So there's something that's being owed to you, something that has been missing for you for a while. So something that will create some kind of level of stability, some kind of relief is what I'm hearing, a relief. So what is this Four of Cups and Strength for Leo? What is Four of Cups and Strength for Leo? What do we need to know about the Four of Cups and Strength for Leo? Something about nursing some wounds. There may be some kind of harsh words that were said to each other. Like maybe there was an argument between a partner. So give me 2 seconds. I dropped these two cards here. Oh, actually several cards here. And they're all, oh no, they're not. Okay. So we have the Nine of Cups, which is really interesting because we have the Four of Cups. So there may be some kind of emotional withdrawal, like not wanting to engage emotionally in a situation. And then we have the Ace of Wands, which is kind of finding a new solution, finding a solution to a problem. And then King of Swords, which is someone who's being I'm hearing the word stubborn. So not wanting to see a certain side. So there may be some kind of difficult relationship dynamic here where people are not really speaking to each other, or there may be some miscommunication. And then we have the Tower card. So then there's kind of some breaking down of some kind of like foundations. What I'm actually hearing here though, is that it doesn't really feel like there's a relationship that's going through a breakup. It kind of feels like the dynamics are changing. Like how we've always done things is not working. So there kind of feels like there's a new method or solution to trying to figure out how we're going to deal with these problems from now on. So like if there's a couple and they're like always fighting in a certain way and it always ends up going in this direction, both of you could just be like, we need to change the way we do this because this never works for us. So we need to change it. Okay, so what do we need to know about the Empress and the Ten of Wands? The Hanged Man, yeah. Okay, so this could also be like not wanting to see a situation, like being very stubborn. There's a lot of stubborn energy here, like both people kind of like not seeing things the same way, not meeting eye to eye. So there's that energy there. I kind of feel like there's maybe some need for a timeout. There may be some need for both parties to, or some like dynamic where people kind of need to just like go in their corners and cool down and kind of maybe detach a little bit to come back and reconvene and, work through a situation in that way. Maybe that's something, but it kind of feels like there's something where there's like people not wanting to change or not wanting to create that change there. What should Leo do about this situation? What can Leo do about this situation? Walking away. So, and this doesn't necessarily mean walking away from like a relationship. That's not what I'm seeing. I mean, there is a Tower card with the Six of Swords. So, but I kind of feel like this is more about just kind of detaching from the situation. It kind of feels like I'm seeing like, you know, maybe there's like some time where we just kind of need to keep to ourselves for a little bit. And then we can kind of sort through things in a little bit. So that kind of feels like where that energy is going. And yeah, so taking some time to assess the situation, try to figure out a different solution to how we're going to deal with the problem. And that's going to be, you know, where we're at here. Okay, so what do the angels have to say for Leo? Do the angels have to say for Leo? Do the angels have to say for Leo? Do the angels have to say for Leo for the week of October 25th to October 31st? Harmony. Oh, beautiful. I love that. I love that that is the that's the card that ended up for you guys. So yeah, so it does. Okay, so that's reassuring, because if there is some kind of chaos or kind of people not seeing the eye to eye, there's some kind of crumbling or breaking down. For the Tower card, it felt like it was more about breaking down of like a pattern of like how things usually are. So there's some kind of patterns being disrupted. I'm not seeing like a break in a relationship. I'm seeing a break in like how things have always been done. And so that may kind of cause some, it's causing like a shakeup. Like we can't keep doing this. But what it does do is that once you kind of take, you know, like go in separate corners, go in your separate rooms, just take a break from each other and then assess the situation, find a different solution to how we want to do things with that Ace of Wands. It's usually what the Ace of Wands is, you know, finding like a new path, a new opportunity, a new way of doing something and taking action towards that. And I feel like that will create harmony. So I feel like harmony will be restored, but it kind of feels like people need to kind of come out of the stubbornness, you know, like the parties need to come out of like the stubborn energy and be able to, you know, become flexible and see the other person's side and listen with a compassionate heart. So that's kind of where I see the energy being this week. So there may be some kind of tensions there where you feel like, you know, you see kind of like this dynamic play out. So I hope that was helpful, Leo. And I hope you have a good week ahead and we're able to kind of, you know, manage maybe some of the shakeups that might happen this week. So best of luck to you. Thank you so much for tuning in. And I'll be moving on to Virgo next. Okay, Virgo, what do we have coming up for you for the week of October 25th to the 31st? What do we have coming up for Virgo for the week of October 25th to the 31st? What do we need to know for Virgo for the week of October? Ooh, relationships, okay. Some kind of partnership here. Okay, walking away from something that's unfulfilling. Ace of Cups. Okay, so this is all about the heart. You know, there's something about relationships here, some kind of union that's coming into place, but it may require you to walk away from something first. Two of Cups for Virgo. What do we need to know about the Two of Cups? Okay, putting up boundaries. There may be something about putting up boundaries. There may be something about using strategy. There may be something about lessons learned is what I'm hearing. There's some lessons learned that you're going to be applying to our relationship, like kind of looking at the past and kind of seeing, well, this is the trajectory of how this usually goes. So, kind of like reassessing some things about, what you've learned and what you've kind of picked up on from past experiences is what I'm kind of sensing here. And then we have the Eight of Cups, the Emperor. So kind of like, I'm hearing like making your, decisions for yourself and not really like listening to what other people have to say. I'm kind of feeling like right now there may be a situation where no one else is really going to understand how you feel or what some kind of experiences. But it kind of feels like there's something here about, you needing to like take a stand, and decide for yourself what you want and what will make you happy. So it's your autonomy or your independence, like being able to make choices for yourself, even if other people don't agree with you or see things the way that you see them. That's going to be something that really, that makes a difference here. Ace of Cups. What do we need to know about the Ace of Cups? King of Swords, yeah. So it kind of feels like there's some decisions that you're needing to make. And it kind of feels like there's something here about making like an executive decision or choice to go towards what's going to make you happy. And I kind of feel like there's this like lone wolf energy to you this week, Virgo. Like you're kind of having to kind of deal with something or set boundaries somewhere, even if other people don't understand. So taking like this leadership role in your life, especially in terms of relationships with other people, and needing to kind of not really, it doesn't concern you too much if people agree with you or like they're other people's opinions. They're not going to, it's like they can't matter if you want to go in the direction. You cannot allow them to matter if you want to go in the direction that you want to go in. So it kind of feels like there's a need for you to hold your ground or stand your ground this week in some kind of decision that you're making, I feel like. But there may be some kind of spiritual connection that you have with somebody here. Something that you are aware of, something that it kind of feels like there's some deep bond. There's some deep relationship, deep bond that you have with somebody. But it may be a bit of like a complicated issue. There may be some egos that are in the way. There may be some kind of boundaries, some kind of walls that you need to take down. There could be some kind of like shadow work, like shadow energy that you need to heal and sort through in order for there to be this kind of bringing together. Eight of Cups and the Emperor. What do we need to know about? Ooh, interesting. Yeah. So there's some significant ending here. There's something that's coming to a close, some kind of dynamic, some kind of relationship. I'm hearing like karmic patterns are ending. And there's some kind of major patterns that are ending, lessons that you've learned. And so there's like this new beginning that's on the horizon for you. Ace of Cups and King of Swords. What do you need to know about the Ace of Cups and King of Swords here? Ace of Cups and King of Swords for Virgo. Yeah. See, and then cultivating that, like you're ready to build something new for yourself. And I'm also hearing like believing in yourself is going to be very important. It's going to be very important for you to have that unfailing faith in yourself and to believe in yourself. Potential is what I'm seeing. There's like great potential for something. And I feel like you see the potential. So it's about having that belief that, what you see in a project or in a new path, in a new life, in even a relation, like a possibility of a new relationship is going to be what having that faith is what's going to like propel you forward. It's going to sustain that dream or that vision for yourself. I'm also hearing like don't let too many people into your like your personal thoughts or like what you have planned, because it could kind of throw you off, like your energy. Like if you're really empowered and then you go and talk to someone, you tell them your plans and they're like a wet blanket, then, you know, it's not gonna discourage you, but it's just gonna like, but why? You know, it's like, what was the point of that? You know, like there's no need to like include people who tend to see things on the negative side all the time, or people who just like, that's just where their mind goes. Like they're always so negative about everything and very pessimistic. And it kind of ruins your empowerment, like your enthusiasm, your joy towards this new vision or dream that you have. So yeah, resilience. So there's something, I really kind of feel like there's something about you going at something alone, you having to carry something alone, because maybe not a lot of people around you will understand what an experience feels like, or what something feels like. So this is going to be really important to be very discerning of how much information you give somebody, and to be very have like a strategy, which is also the 7 of Wands. It's about boundaries and strategy. So also having a strategy about how you maneuver around a situation based off of who you're dealing with, you know? So if one person, for example, like if you're like, if there's like a specific situation, and then let's say you're talking to like a father figure, and your father figure is like only understands things in a certain like mind frame, you know? So if you talk to him about like, let's say he only understands things on a very practical level, you know, and he doesn't believe in like spiritual stuff, let's say. And so if you start talking to him about like energies and all that kind of stuff, he may look at you like, what are you talking about? So, you know, it's kind of like that. So it's like meeting people where they are, because if you try to get people to see things the way you see them, it may confuse people and you're not gonna like have their support. So it's kind of like a little bit, it's not necessarily manipulation. It's just trying to talk in a way or communicate something in a way where they will be able to understand what you're talking about. So I feel like you kind of have to do that, you know, like with different people, you have to approach them differently, based off of like where, like meet them where they're at is what I'm seeing. Okay, so let's see what the angels have to say here for Virgo for the week of October 25th here. Truth and integrity. Yeah. So staying really, really true to yourself. This is about staying loyal to yourself, staying true to yourself, and telling yourself the honest truth about how you really feel about something, and following that, having the courage to follow that. That's going to be very important. I also might set an example for the people that are around you, because sometimes we're the first people in our families to do that, you know? And so of course, everyone is going to be like, what are you doing? We don't do that. Like, we don't do things like that in this family, or we don't do things like that in the community. But maybe you're going to be the trendsetter. Maybe you're going to be the one that finally does that breaks you out of that, you know, that illusion that we have to like hide everything, and we can't be honest with ourselves, and we can't be honest with people around us. Like kind of have this boldness to you, you know, like you stand on your own. And that's going to be amazing, you know, and down the line into the future, like you're going to have this sovereignty over your own life, you know, and have this power in your own life. And you know, it sends this message that other people cannot control what you choose or what you do. You know, you are the final decision maker of your life. And that's what the Emperor and the King of Swords here is saying. You know, it's like you're the leader. You make that final choice. You command, you know, how you want your life to go. And that's what's going to bring you that fulfillment here. So very powerful week ahead, Virgo. I kind of feel like you're really stepping into your power there. So beautiful week ahead. I wish you all the best. Thank you so much for tuning in, and moving on to Libra. Okay, Libra, what do we have coming up for you this week? Okay, nice. 10 of Cups. So it focuses on relationships here. Some emotional fulfillment, happiness. What else do we have coming up for you, Libra, for this week? October 25th to the 31st. October 25th to the 31st for Libra. Okay, so you're taking some action. It's like you're working up the courage or something is what I'm hearing. Working up the courage, taking action, going towards something, accepting an offer, making a change. Okay, Libra, October 25th to the 31st. And then I heard righting a wrong. That's what I heard. Or balancing the scales. There may be some kind of like imbalance in some kind of relationship maybe. Since we have the 10 of Cups here, that may be kind of balancing itself out here. But there's some kind of forward movement and action here. Okay, 10 of Cups. What do we need to know about the 10 of Cups? For October 25th to the 31st. 10 of Wands. Okay, so there may be some kind of relationship here that is becoming a very heavy burden. But it is coming to an end. The interesting thing is that we have 2 10s here. And it kind of feels like there's some kind of completion. There's some kind of karmic completion that's happening here between maybe in a relationship. Something that it's like it cannot take any more. Like it cannot take any more weight. So it's kind of starting to crumble is what I'm hearing. Like there's something that's ending. There's something that needs to be put down. Something that needs to just I'm hearing take an exit here. Okay, Knight of Wands. What do we need to know about the Knight of Wands? Patience. So wanting to kind of like needing to kind of wait for like a good moment to go towards something. So you're waiting for like it's like you're waiting for the green light for something. And like trusting in the divine timing here. And then there may be also some balancing in terms of money here, some kind of, or maybe no, with a Queen of Pentacles, someone that you see as a Queen of Pentacles, someone that you see as someone who can, I'm seeing very independent, someone that you see as very independent, someone that you see that, someone who can kind of like hold her own and, or maybe that's you, Libra, maybe you're someone who is like that. And so there's some kind of like something coming back into balance, something being restored. 10 of Cups and 10 of Wands. 2 of Wands. It kind of feels like there's like the focus and shift is going outward. Like it's like you're kind of looking to the future. You're looking on to see like what else is out there for me. Where am I going to go next? Three of Swords here. So there's some heartbreak. Maybe there's some kind of healing that needs to be done, or going towards some kind of, there may be some kind of like healing that's taking place, or like, and it takes kind of some time for things to kind of like heal and mend. Waiting to heal and mend a wound. And then Justice, Queen of Pentacles, 3 of Cups, and Page of Cups. So there may be some kind of, I'm hearing friendship. So there may be some new friendships that come in. There may be some new like budding relationships or something, like an offer of an offer of friendship or support or like connection, like connecting. Like a reconciliation of some kind here. Interesting, Libra. Okay, so kind of feels like relationships is kind of taking center stage for you right now. I think that there may be some healing that needs to happen. It kind of feels like you're going through there's like a heavy weight or a heavy burden that I think you feel like that you've been carrying and you want to put down. And so you're also kind of looking outward to see what else out there is for me. What else is out there for me in my life? So, and there's also some heartbreak or some kind of disappointment that's healing. Something that I heard on its way out. So there may be some kind of hurt or heartbreak that's on its way out. And then there's also some possibilities of some like new relationships forming here with someone that may kind of be like a Queen of Pentacles, someone who is, you know, very, I'm hearing like independent, and very, seems very stable. And there may be some like new friendships that form there. Or that could be you as well. Fruition. Okay, beautiful. So there's something growing. There's something budding, and I'm hearing that there's something has a potential for a lot of fruition. So just kind of be patient is what I'm hearing. Like something will turn out in the way that it needs to turn out when it's when the time is right. And then we have the playfulness and dreams. So dreams may show up really strongly for you this week, Libra. You may have some very illuminating dreams, some very prophetic dreams is what I'm hearing. And then playfulness it's also a good time to kind of bring in some fun and some playfulness to kind of slough off some of the heavy energy that's going on with you. So that's something that will be important for you to figure out. So I think that, you know, maybe going to the movies or going to, you know, some kind of outing I'm seeing may be really good for you to just kind of get out of some kind of rut. I feel like there's some kind of like stuck rut energy that needs to be released. So adding some fun, some playfulness, and spending time with children or kids would be really helpful as well to kind of bring out that playfulness in you. So you may be spending that extra time this week with like children and kids or like going out with family and things like that. So beautiful reading, Libra. I kind of feel like there's some shifting going on here, but it feels like it's more up in the headspace. It's like you can kind of it feels like there's this energy that's simmering underneath the surface. And so, you know, to have all of that come out into fruition is going to be, you know, something that you're going to have to deal with as it starts to, it's almost like I can see it like bubbling up to the surface. So there's something that's kind of building or brewing, and you can kind of feel it. So you're kind of like trying to plan ahead for the future, kind of like seeing, you know, like if this happens, where do I go from here kind of thing. So there's a lot like kind of shifting in the relationship sphere here. So, okay, Libra, I hope you are able to keep some balance this week. I think that's going to be really important, is to keep some balance. And I hope you have a great week ahead, and I'll be moving on to Scorpio next. Oh, wow. Okay, no, I don't think so. Okay, Scorpio. What do we have coming up for you for the week of October 25th to the 31st? What do we have coming up for Scorpio this week for October 25th to the 31st? What do we have coming up for Scorpio this week for October 25th to the 31st? Knight of Pentacles, okay. King of Wands and Two of Pentacles, okay. I'm seeing that there might be a move here for you, a job offer. You're building something. You're trying to build. You're building your finances. Is what I'm seeing. Is you're cultivating something, building something, working very hard at it. I'm seeing all your focus on it. And you're going you're going head on. I kind of feel like you might be noticed for something with the King of Wands. Like there may be someone who is a King of Wands that notices you. And it may, you know, maybe there's like a job offer. They're like, we want you to work with us, something like that. And then you end up moving or needing to make a choice or a decision there with that. There's some decisions coming up for you, Scorpio. Okay, what else here? What else Scorpio needs to know for this coming week? Four of Pentacles. So kind of building some sense of stability. I kind of feel like you're very interested in creating some independence, something to call your own, something that you can keep as your own. So there's a strong energy towards, creating a stability for yourself. That's the word that keeps foundation and stability for yourself. And it's something that you want like as your own. So there's also a strong energy of independence. Is what I'm hearing. Okay, Knight of Pentacles. What do we need to know about the Knight of Pentacles for Scorpio? It's what they're working on right now. Eight of Swords. So there's this thing about coming out of a self-limiting beliefs is what I'm hearing. You have to believe in yourself. You have to believe that you can accomplish it, that you can do it. Because I think that that's the only thing that's really holding you back. It's not that you don't have options, and it's not that you can't do it. It's your belief about what you can do. So I kind of feel like that's something that you may be kind of looking at this week. And it's not really something that you're struggling with. It kind of feels like it's something that you're looking at. You have, there could be something here about like having like that mentality of I don't have enough or I'm stuck. You could also be in this illusion that you're stuck. You may not be as stuck as you think you are. And this is really beautiful. I feel like there's more than enough coming in for you. You're going to have more than enough. I hope that's reassuring for some of you. If you're wanting some kind of stability or some kind of like foundation, you want to create some independence for yourself, I see that coming in with the Ten of Pentacles. That is something that will come in for you. Let me pick some more clarifying cards here. Okay, Knight of Pentacles. Oh, beautiful. Okay, so King of Cups here. So maybe there's like a love offer, something like that. But I think that there's something here about, okay. So this is something also about passion. This is about being passionate towards your work. This is being about having that passion and that drive and that enthusiasm towards what you want to build for yourself will get you out of this illusion that you are stuck where you are. You're not stuck. And I think that that's something that Spirit wants you to get out of your head. You're not stuck. Don't bring that energy into your sphere. Bring more of I am free and I can accomplish this and I can do this. So having that empowerment is going to bring you out of kind of like that. It's like a shift in perspective, needing to shift that perspective from I'm stuck and I'm worried and I don't know what to do and I don't know where to go to I'm limitless and I have options in front of me and I can go anywhere and do anything and I'm not stuck. Okay, King of Wands and Two of Pentacles. What do we need to know about the King of Wands and Two of Pentacles? Three of Cups. Okay, so there may be some offer here where you're working in a group of people or you're working with like a team of people and they want to bring you on. And so it may require you to travel and it may require you to shift, relocate, something like that. And it's something that you're going to be weighing your options with. You're going to be thinking about it. But I'm seeing like someone who has a King of Wands energy that's coming in to ask you to be a part of something, to ask you to be a part of some kind of opportunity or some kind of group here. Okay, Four of Pentacles and Ten of Pentacles. What does Scorpio need to know about the Four of Pentacles and Ten of Pentacles? That's very promising because that's very strong stability, very good money cards here. So very beautiful. Four of Pentacles and Ten of Pentacles. The Hierophant. Okay, so divine guidance here. There might be some kind of divine guidance. There also could be something where you're doing something that is spiritually related. So some of you may be like sharing your wisdom. You may be healers, something like that. But there's something very spiritual and something of like higher purpose or higher value that you're offering that will create some kind of stability and monetary funds, like some abundance that will support you in that endeavor. I want to pick one more for the Three of Cups here. Just curious to see if that's an opportunity that Scorpio should take. Is if this is an offer for Scorpio, should Scorpio take the Three of Cups, King of Wands, and Two of Pentacles? Yeah, I see you going. I see you moving. There's a lot of opportunities coming in, and I see you going. So yeah, you may be moving. You may be moving, shifting out. That's exciting. I love that. I think that's maybe a little bit scary, a little bit risky, but it's not. But I feel like there's some kind of really good opportunity that you're going to take, and you're going to go. Okay, guidance card for Scorpio for this week, October 25th to October 31st. October 25th to October 31st. Hi, Scorpio. Sorry about that. I ran out of storage space on the disc that I was using, so I had to switch over to another disc. So this is the second half, the remaining few minutes of your reading for this week of October 25th to the 31st. So as I was saying, so we have some significant change coming up for you. There's going to be some things that are going to require you to make some tough choices. And I think that for you, Scorpio, you're going to know what those choices are. You know what's best for you. And it's just about pulling up that inner strength and willpower for you to believe in yourself that you could go forward in your life. And then this is a gift from the universe. This is something that you've been wanting. This is something you've been manifesting. And this is something that will happen for you. So let's see what the angels have to say here. This is so gorgeous. New beginnings and freedom. I love that. And I'm pretty sure another sign got exactly these two cards as well. I'm going to pick one more for you. But yeah, new beginnings and freedom. I think that this is definitely a new beginning for you. There's something really beautiful coming in. Again, time is not, specific, so it may not happen this week, but just know that the energy is coming. And it's coming in pretty quickly because Eight of Wands is usually a card of like quick, like energy coming in quickly. So just be prepared. It really kind of feels like things are coming a lot faster than you think they are. So just be prepared for it. And stand your ground, believe in yourself, and you can do this. I think that there's this confidence about you that's really starting to come through, Scorpio. So just have that faith and confidence in yourself. That empowerment is going to carry you through so much as you're going through some of these changes here. So I don't know why, but I feel like I need to pick one more for you, Scorpio. Let's do one more angel card for Scorpio. What else? Yeah, and you are absolutely 100% protected. So I love that Archangel Michael is there. That's reassurance that you're being protected, you're being watched over, and you're being divinely guided to something that is so much better for you, and a place where you'll grow even more and more and more, and it's something that will feed you and nurture you. And being able to trust that, to know that you're your own sovereign being, and you can choose what you want for yourself, and you can decide and create the life that you want for yourself outside of what other people think you should do or what they want you to do. This is all about you as an individual, and this is all about you being empowered, and this is all about you being strong enough to make those choices and to take those chances. So I really think that you're going to do that. I would not be surprised because Scorpio would do something like that, something so bold and powerful and beautiful. And also know that you're being divinely guided and that you're also being protected by Archangel Michael, and call upon Archangel Michael if you need that protection, if you feel like, you need some of that extra, that white light around you to protect you. So a beautiful reading. I'm so happy for you, Scorpio. I think you have some powerful new changes and new beginnings coming up for you. And I wish you the best this week. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will be moving on to Sagittarius next. Okay, Sagittarius, what do we have coming up for you this week? October 25th to October 31st. What do we have coming up for Sagittarius for October 25th to October 31st? King of Swords. I heard discernment. Using your discerning eye for something. Okay, I feel like you're maybe making some choices here. We have the Page of Pentacles, and it's like you're cultivating something, but I saw you making like a decision or a choice between two things, or a couple of things. Like you're assessing something on how to, like you're assessing on how to create something. It's like you're in planning stage or planning mode for something, Sagittarius. What else do we have coming up for Sagittarius this week? October 25th to the 31st. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, you're building something. Some of you may be building a business. Some of you may be starting a new business or starting like a new path in terms of career. And then so we're kind of like in the space. I feel like you're taking on that King of Swords energy where you're analyzing and kind of planning out and being very methodical about your trajectory, or how I'm seeing you plan stuff out and kind of map out where you want to go from here. It feels like there was something that was like recently illuminated to you, like you saw something really clearly. Maybe retrograde helped you to see something really clearly, helped you to shed some kind of illusions or some kind of blockages is what I'm hearing, Sagittarius. And it kind of feels like your energy is flowing a lot more clear. It feels like you have some clarity about something here. Seven of Swords. Yeah. I kind of also see you being very quiet about it. You know, you may be not telling people about what you're planning. You may be just being very, like, you just kind of want to work in silence and let the success speak for itself kind of thing. So Page of Pentacles. Yeah, definitely creating. So Magician is all about creating what we like what we're envisioning up in our mind and bringing it down into reality. That's what the Magician is. It's all about alchemy and creation and being able to master how to do that. And then we have the Three of Wands is also about setting your sights out and kind of seeing what is available to you, kind of putting yourself out there and playing around with different options. So being very proactive about it. I also see you, maybe you're networking as well. You're kind of wanting to team up and collaborate with other people. And you're kind of like just spreading this, like kind of like putting your name out there and seeing what catches, you know, like what, like you, something's got to give somewhere. So it's like, you know, you're just kind of just taking your chance and seeing what will come back for you, which is really great. You know, you're being very like proactive. I see, like putting a lot of thought and action into how you want to push forward on something here. So then we have the Ace of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. Beautiful. So this is what you're trying to build. You're trying to get to that place of the Ace, the King of Pentacles, but you're starting out here with the Ace of Pentacles. So it has the potential. So whatever it is that you're working on has the potential for the Ace of, has the potential to grow into the King of Pentacles. And I love this. We have the Sun card, which is such a beautiful card to have as a clarification for the Ace and King of Pentacles. So whatever path you're on, whatever, you know, journey that you're on here, Sagittarius, it has a really beautiful outcome, and it has so much potential for a lot of abundance coming in, and there's a lot of joy and happiness and success that's going to come in for you. I really feel like there's something really happy on the horizon in terms of what you're building for yourself. And then we have the King of Swords. Okay. Six of Swords and the 10 of Wands. So you may be kind of leaving a situation that has been very toxic, you know, something where it's just kind of felt like you have outgrown it is what I'm seeing. Like you've outgrown the place and now it's becoming really stagnant and really like, I'm kind of feeling there's something that once helped you and now it's just turned like, it's almost like you've been there for too long and you've outgrown it and it's become like not healthy for you anymore. So there's a need for you to move out of that place and go on to something else. And And so I kind of feel like that's why we're starting this new beginning with the Page of Pentacles and the Three of Wands and the Magician, because you want to move into that new space. You want to move into, and you want to build something. So it kind of feels like you're moving out, you're in between worlds, you're moving out of something and moving into something else. And so just kind of take your time with that, like just continue to build, continue to envision. I'm seeing you really build, you're working very hard in building something, and there's a lot of thought and like a thought process that's going into it, a lot of planning and brainstorming there. Let's pick a guidance card here for you, Sagittarius. But there's a very beautiful outcome here. There's a lot of potential. It's a really beautiful outcome. I'm also seeing, you know, you being noticed for something, like kind of like being in the spotlight is what I heard. Like something about being in the spotlight, or something being like the attention, like grabbing attention. I'm also kind of seeing some people may also see you in a different light, you know, like maybe some people had some preconceived notions about Sagittarius, and then, you know, you kind of come out with something really spectacular or something very successful. And it's almost like the people who have underestimated you will start to kind of respect you more. So you're kind of taking on that authority, you know, you're taking life by the reins, and you're really like impressing people with it. So, and then, yeah, persevering, resilience, being able to push yourself through something. So look at this. They both have like these heavy weights on their backs. So I think that there's something here for you in order for you to be able to release some of the stress and pressure that you're carrying on your back to work and build towards something. Because we have a lot of building cards here. We have the Magician, which is manifestation and creation and bringing our dreams into reality. We have the Page of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles, which is a lot of promise for financial stability. And then we also have the beautiful King of Pentacles and the Sun card. So there's a lot of promise here. There's a lot of it's like you're taking initiative in order to kind of release yourself from some of this burden by taking on the work. But it could also be that, building something new or creating something new for yourself is a lot of work, so it's kind of like both of those energies are there. You're wanting to leave something that you've outgrown, that has become a heavyweight, but then you also are taking on another heavyweight, but this one actually will yield, some positive results for you. And it's in a direction that you really want to go in. So, oops. Celebration and spiritual growth, which is super beautiful. I love this. I think that you've I don't know if I would say change, but maybe change is a good word. Change, grow. And I kind of feel like you've learned a lot of lessons. It's like you've graduated onto the next stage, and you know what you need to do. You know what you need to become, and you know what you need to embody. And I think that having that faith and that, that belief in yourself will speak for itself. And I think that that's something that keeps coming up for me when I tune into your energy, Sagittarius, is you want your work to speak for itself, that you don't have to go out and announce here, look at me, or look at what I am or what I've done. This is more about you standing in your power and just letting the world see you for who you are, and letting them make up their own mind about what they think of you. And then that's of no particular concern to you. You know what you think of you, you know who you are, and you don't need other people coming in and kind of doubting you or putting those self-limiting beliefs instilled in you again. So I kind of feel like that's not going to work on you this time around. It might have worked on you in the past, but I kind of feel you're taking your power back. You're not giving people that power to influence how you see yourself so easily anymore. So there's this real growth there with the spiritual growth. It's like there's this empowerment that's coming through you, and you're allowing it to flow, giving yourself permission to let it flow, to giving yourself permission to be seen for who you really are, is going to be the thing that gets you to where you want to be. So that's the key, is to allow your authenticity to come out. And I think that maybe that might be something that was very difficult for you in the past, and you really worked on it. And so there's that celebration card here where it's like you're celebrating yourself, here I am going to shine. I'm going to put my best foot forward. I'm going to show off my skills, my talents, and it's going to bring in so much beautiful abundance for me, and all the things that I'm wishing for that will bring in that joy, all the things that my my heart wants. So that's going to be this is the trajectory that you're going in, which is really beautiful. I think in the month of November, you're going to find that you're very inspired. And then I'm also kind of seeing in November that you may not find other people or like outside things, maybe things that you used to find interesting, they may not be so interesting to you anymore. It kind of feels like your priorities are changing and what you're wanting is changing, and it's going in a different direction, but it's going in the direction of you wanting to kind of elevate and wanting to grow into like a new version of yourself, that you're not that same person that you used to be, which is super phenomenal. And I love that. I mean, that's what spiritual growth is all about. So keep on that trajectory, keep doing what you're doing, and it's going to yield some really beautiful results. You just have to have that faith in yourself and don't allow other people to like instill any seed of doubt in you at all. Zero. Some people just want to do that because they can't do that for themselves. So this is a beautiful reading. I'm so happy for you, Sagittarius, and so incredibly proud of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope this reading was helpful for you, and thank you everyone for tuning in. And I will see you all for next week. Bye, everyone.